I am screen recording because I'm going to show you a bunch of pictures, and I'm doing this to save a little time because creating iMovies is time consuming. I completed deliveries this past week. Today I completed another one, and I completed one from a place that I've picked up from before, and they changed the way they're packaging their products. This is a great example of how the restaurants are figuring out if they want to take advantage of this opportunity to boost sales significantly. Because when I walked in, the guy said, "You got to give me the number. I'm working on 5 delivered orders right now." It was 10:30 in the morning, 10:45. Let me show you what I mean. First, I'll share this with you. I turned this down for tomorrow. I live in Freeport, Nassau County, Long Island. The drop-off was in Rocky Point. The pickup is in Port Jefferson. $35.80. I turned it down. It's just not worth it. That's too far. I know where it is, but it's too many miles and too far and too much time for too little money for me to take that. But maybe someone else took it. You see that on the table? You see how the plastic cups, those are like, when you get Chinese food, those thick plastic cups. There's pico de gallo, sour cream, guacamole, some of the sauces, herbs, and those. But you see what they're in? They're in holes of the cardboard. Do you see that? This was a nice dry delivery. I'm going to discuss this more in a moment. Beautiful picture. You see it there. I'll discuss that in a moment. It's from Avo Taco. Okay, I'm going to show you this video. Food. When I'm handed a bag like this, I ask, can I tilt it sideways to put it in one of the black bags? Because it's light. And usually it's utensils, paper plates, napkins, and he said, no, there's guacamole in there too. Please keep it, vertical. So you get it. This is nice and secure. When my trunk goes down, this is a thick piece of cardboard. It will secure everything. And this was a great example of how the restaurants are improving how they're wrapping up the food. You see how those big cups were in cardboard with the holes? That's really great. That's the way all those smoothies should have been delivered. You hear what I'm saying? This is a great opportunity for places like that to boost sales. They had a man in charge, and he was preparing if there was tables covered with orders, and he was on his game. This guy was multitasking, and he was making sure everything was set up properly to be picked up by someone like me, so we can transport it and deliver it to the location without any spillage. And let me go back to the pictures. When I pick up, that's how it looked on the table before I picked it up. You see the other tables, and there's a table beside on the other side of that bench. I want to show you something. I delivered it to Huntington. Yes, that's a little far. However, the base pay is not big. Let's discuss this. Because I've been accepting more orders and I'm getting used to what I'm picking up. $376 was the total of the bill, and I've already picked up at this place. So I knew it was one I knew it was a small to medium size order that I probably would only have to make 2 trips from my car to the office. And I only had to make 1 with this one. And the base pay was only $12.50. I feel that's so low, considering I delivered it from Garden City to Huntington. Unbelievable how low that is. You're working for tips, $56.40. However, now let me go back here. It paid $73.40 because I hit traffic, and they pay you for the time. They pay you up until you swipe completed. Yes, I think that's how it works, until you swipe completed. And, I hit traffic twice on the way there. So that added a little time to the delivery. I really got paid to transport food, because getting $12.50, that's not pay. I worked for tips. That's exactly what this came down to. Okay, but you do see here this week so far, you never know, I might get one tomorrow and Sunday, you never know. I earned $226.97 for completing 4 orders, and I turned down four offers this week because it just wasn't worth my time. I might as well bop around town and work Instacart, work on my businesses, and work Uber and Grubhub. There's always something to do. But that's not bad, and that's because of that huge tip I received yesterday, that $74 tip, and that $56 tip today, or $58. You hear me? Let me go back here. Let me see, anything else to show you? No, I showed you where I went to. I'm getting a feel of the total of the bill, gives me an indication of how much food I'm picking up and what I'm delivering. Base pay is a joke, in my opinion. Oh, that's another joke. That's just one of many. I didn't take that. $11.45 with Instacart, 49 units. Unbelievable. So when I delivered that large order yesterday to the high school, when they were putting it in my car, I already knew there was going to be spillage. But you have to let the workers in the restaurant figure out what they have to do to prevent that from happening. You just don't walk up and start telling people how they should package their food and how they should run their business. That's not our place to do that. But because now I'm gaining experience from delivering so many different types of food and experiencing how everyone is wrapping their food up and the adjustments they have made to prevent seepage. I shouldn't even say spillage. Well, the smoothies was spillage, but seepage. Because even though there was a tin cover yesterday with that high school order, and the beans, it seeped, even though it was wrapped in saran wrap around the tin cover. When you're placing tins on top of tins on tin covers, that don't cut it. When you're picking up like an experience, here's an example from the guac shop in Jericho. They seem to be the best. Avo Taco is right there with them now, since they changed the way they're packaging their food. That's clever with the cups in the holes, prevents rocking around. The guac shop gives you the thick cardboard boxes with the handles, the little holes on the sides, and no top, but it's a solid bottom. And with the beans lately, they've been using pound-size containers, like a pound cake instead of half trays. And they don't pile trays on top of each other like they did the first couple of times I picked up. Because you have to give everyone a learning curve here. Again, I'll say it one more time. This is an incredible opportunity for places like the guac shop, Avo Taco, to boost sales significantly if they get it right. Today I delivered. When I saw the amount, the total of the bill, I said, they're paying me. I'm getting paid to transport here. They're paying me a juicy tip. They want that food in the office. It was a cancer center. And they were willing to pay for that service. But I only made one trip. I even opened the bag and put that bag on top because it wasn't heavy. Even though he didn't want me to tilt it, which I'm really happy I asked. Because when I took out the guacamole, I understood what he meant. And it was perfect. A nice dry delivery. You know, this is a chance for those restaurants to really boost sales. And imagine, $370 something on a regular basis. And he was organizing he was getting 5 delivered orders ready, whether it be ezcater or delivered. But he had 5 he was working on, and there were a couple a little larger than the ones I was picking up, but they were all being packaged the same way, with the same care, to make the transporting of the food easier, more presentable. Because if we deliver slop, that reflects on the business. I'll see you next time. And that's it for now. Yesterday and today, 2 great payouts. I'll see you soon. Bye.